Let's dive into amazing cognitive assessment test question that not only enhances your analytical abilities, but also imparts valuable problem-solving skills you can apply in real-life scenarios. You're presented with the pattern, and you need to determine the missing number. The numbers you see are 1, 3, 7, 15, and then comes the missing number, which you need to calculate and select out of 4 possible choices. Choice A, 29. Choice B, 31. Choice C, 33. And last but not least, choice D, 35. Take a close look, maybe pause this video, giving yourself enough time to come up with the solution. Are you ready? I think I got my answer. And with the answer in hand, let's unravel our problem-solving techniques together. I also have a tip for you on how to solve these types of challenges, and I invite you to share your brilliant ideas in comments if you have any thoughts on how to solve this better. If you are a subscriber to this channel, you probably wouldn't be surprised to hear that to solve these types of challenges, you need to understand the pattern. Let's look at the pattern in this particular question. Here, next number is calculated as multiplying the previous number by 2 and adding 1. Let's look at some specific examples to better understand what's happening. Our first number is 1, which is given. The next number is calculated as 1 multiplied by 2 plus 1, which equals 3. Next number is calculated as 3 multiplied by 2 plus 1, which equals 6 plus 1, which equals 7. The following number is calculated as 7 multiplied by 2 plus 1, which equals 14 plus 1, which equals 15. So the missing number would be calculated as 15 multiplied by 2, which would be equal to 30, plus 1, which would be equal to 31. So the correct answer here is choice B, 31. And here's the tip for you on how to solve these types of challenges better. Make sure to Google arithmetic and geometric sequences and familiarize yourself with the most common ones to better be able to predict the missing items in the pattern. This is one of my favorite questions because it tests your analytical skills as well as your abilities to identify sequences. You're presented with the series of numbers, and you need to identify the pattern and select the option that completes the series. Take a close look at the numbers. The numbers are 2, 5, 9, 14, and 20 in the first row. Second row is 3, 6, 10, 15, and 21. The third row is 4, 8, 13, 19, and 26. And last but not least, the fourth row has the series of numbers 1, 2, 4, 7, 11, and then comes the missing number. You need to detect the pattern and select the missing number out of 4 possible choices. Choice A, 17. Choice B, 16. Choice C, 23. And last but not least, choice D, 18. Take a close look to see if you can come up with the solution. Are you ready? Because I already found my solution, so I'm moving forward to share with you my version of the answer. And obviously, if you have a better way to solve it, please make sure to post in comments. The key to solve these types of challenges is obviously to identify the pattern and not to overthink it. If we look at the series of numbers, we have 4 independent rows, and each row represents an independent sequence which follows the same pattern. So what is the pattern? And the pattern here is rather simple. The next number is calculated as previous number plus the increment. An increment increases by 1 with each subsequent number. Let's look at the example on how calculations are done for the first row of numbers. In the first calculation, the increment is 3. 2 plus 3 equals 5. Then increment increases by 1, and from 3 becomes 4, which means 5 plus 4 equals 9. Then increment increases again, and 9 plus 5 equals 14. 14 plus 6 equals 20. I'm going to skip rows 2 and 3 so you can do calculations independently to practice your skills, but I am going to do the calculations for the last row. 1 plus 1 equals 2. Increment increases by 1, so 2 plus 2 equals 4. 4 plus 3 equals 7. 7 plus 4 equals 11. And last calculation, 11 plus 5 equals 16. So the correct answer here is choice A, 16. Did you get to the same answer? If not, maybe you have a better way to solve it, so please make sure to post in comments so we can all learn. Here's one of my favorite questions to test your analytical skills and attention to details. You need to determine which of the values is the smallest. and you're presented with 5 different values. The choices are A, 3/4, choice B, 0.6, choice C, 7/12, choice D, 0.7, and last but not least, choice E, 4/5. Take a close look to see if you can come up with the answer. Did you figure it out? I am moving forward to share with you my version of the answer, and obviously if you have a better way to solve it, please make sure to post in comments. To get to the correct answer, we need to convert all the values to the common format. You can convert all the values to decimals, or you convert all the values to fractions. It doesn't matter, but it has to be common. I chose decimal format. 3/4 in decimal is 0.75. 0.6 is 0.6. And 7/12 is 0.583. 0.7 has the same value, and 4/5 is 0.8. Now you can easily see that the smallest value is choice C, 7/12, which is approximately as 0.58333. Did you get to the similar solution? If not, please make sure to post your answer and solution in comments. Here's the tricky question, but not for you, as I have full confidence that you will be able to solve it. You need to rearrange the words to form a coherent sentence, and then determine the last word of this sentence. The words are bush, brown, the, jumps, over, fox, quick, the. Take a close look to see if you can come up with the answer. Do you have your answer ready? Because I'm moving forward to share with you my version of the solution. And obviously, if you have a better way to solve it, please make sure to post in comments. Let me share with you a secret. I'm going to share with you how you can solve this challenge in 3 simple steps. The steps are: identify the subject and verb, build the sentence, and then verify the last word. Let's go step by step to solve this challenge so you will see an example. The first step here is to identify the subject and verb. You need to look closely at the subject, who and what in the sentence is all about, and verbs, actions or states of being. In this particular case, fox jumps is the subject-verb combination that suggests a potential starting point for the sentence. Second step is to build the sentence. You do it by placing the subject and verb in the appropriate order and then arranging the remaining words to create a logical and grammatically correct sentence. The sentence here is: the quick brown fox jumps over the bush. Then in step 3, you verify the last word. Pay attention to the last word of the sentence. In our case, the word bush is the last word of coherent sentence, and this is the choice A. Let's recap. The complete sentence is: the quick brown fox jumps over the bush. And the last word in this sentence is choice A, bush. Did you get to the same solution? If not, please make sure to post your answer and rationale in comments. Here's the very interesting question, which tests your ability to find solutions to unusual problems. You're presented with 4 expressions, and in 4th expression, the result of the expression is missing. Let's look at each expression closely. The first expression is 4 plus 2 equals 26. Something's definitely going on with this expression here. Second one is 8 plus 1 equals 79. Same thing here. And the third one is 6 plus 5 equals 111. In 4th expression, 7 plus 3, you need to find the result, which is presented as the missing number represented by question mark. And you have 4 choices to select from. Choice A, 608. Choice B, 410. Choice C, 290. And last but not least, choice D, 375. Take a close look to this unusual set of expressions to see if you can come up with the solution. Are you ready? Let me give you a quick hint. What if you introduce into this set of expressions not just the plus sign, but also a minus sign? Would that make any difference? I hope the hint was helpful, because I am moving forward to share with you my version of the answer. And obviously, if you have a better way to solve it, please make sure to post in comments. As you might have figured out, we are not dealing with typical math expressions here, because the pattern here is that the last 2 digits are calculated based on the 2 expressions, subtraction and addition. Let's look at the example. The first expression is presented to us as 4 plus 2 equals 26, but numbers in 26 are calculated differently. For example, first number 2 is calculated as 4 minus 2. This is where I gave you a hint of using not just the plus sign, but also look at the minus sign. And the second digit in 26, which is 6, is calculated as 4 plus 2 equals 6. Now let's look at the second expression. Second expression's result is calculated as 8 minus 1 equals 7, and then 8 plus 1 equals 9. The third expression is 6 minus 5 is 1, and 6 plus 5 is 11. That's where we get a 3-digit number, 111. And now we can calculate the final fourth expression, which is calculated as 7 minus 3, so the first digit would be 4. And then we calculate it as 7 plus 3, which would be 10. So the correct answer here is choice B, 410. Did you figure it out? Or did you find a different solution? Please make sure to share your solution and rationale in comments. And now, let's put your knowledge to test with the question I have for you. Take a moment to work through it independently, and don't forget to share your answer in comments below. I'll be providing you my feedback. You need to determine the missing number located on top of the pyramid. As you might have guessed, the number on top is calculated based on the values of other numbers. The other numbers are 8, 28. In the third row, the numbers are 4, 4, and 7. And in the bottom row, the numbers are 3, 1, 4, and 3. Take a close look and select your final choice from 4 possible options. Choice A, 26. Choice B, 30. Choice C, 32. And last but not least, choice D, 36. I am confident in your problem-solving abilities and encourage you to tackle this question independently. Afterward, don't forget to share your answer in comments so I can give you my feedback. Thanks for taking part in this, and best of luck. I love this challenge because it tests your analytical skills and spatial reasoning skills so well. You need to find the resulting shape after the transformations. You're presented with the square that consists of different triangles of a different color, and you need to turn the original shape 90-degree clockwise 3 times. You have 4 different choices to select the shape after the transformations. Choice A, B, C, and D. Take a close look to see if you can calculate the final solution. Did you figure it out? Because I am moving forward to share with you my version and my way of solving it. And obviously, if you have a better way to solve it, please make sure to post in comments. To solve this challenge, you need to mentally turn the original shape 90 degrees 3 times. This is not easy to do because our brain is not really designed for this. But if we take one of the triangles and try to follow this triangle by turning the original square, this task might be much easier to accomplish. The caveat here is that we need to select triangles that are not symmetrical on both sides. For example, red triangles are symmetrical. You see red triangles on the left and red triangles on the right. And if we try to follow it, it would be extremely hard to detect where the red triangle will end up. But if we take green triangles, any one of them, or yellow triangles, they're much easier to follow. So let's do the turning. Let's take the original square, and I am going to follow the green triangle on the left. Let's do the first turn 90 degrees. You see that the green triangle ended up on the top. Let's do another turn. We follow the same green triangle, and now it's on the right side. And the last 90-degree turn, our green triangle ended up at the bottom. So the correct choice here is choice A, where green triangle ended up on the bottom. Do you have a better way to solve it? Or maybe did you come up with a different solution? Please make sure to post your thoughts and rationale in comments. Here's a puzzling question for you, but I have full confidence that you can solve it quickly. You're presented with 4x4 matrix, and the numbers are, starting in the upper left corner, 9, 8, 3, 4. The second row numbers are 2, 9, 2, and then comes the missing number. The third row starts with 4, 6, 2, 0. And last but not least row is 7, 6, 2, and 6. You need to calculate the missing number. And you have 4 different choices to select from. Choice A, 2. Choice B, 5. Choice C, 6. And last but not least, choice D, 7. Take a close look to see if you can come up with the solution. Did you get to the right answer? I hope you did, because I'm moving forward to share with you my version of the solution. And obviously, if you have a better way to solve it, please make sure to post in comments. You're probably tired of hearing this in this channel, but to solve these types of challenges, you need to detect the pattern. And the pattern here is that the last two digits are equal to the sum of the first two digits multiplied by 2. Let's look at the example. The first row contains numbers 9, 8, 3, 4. And the expression here is that 9 plus 8 in parentheses multiplied by 2 equals 34. Based on this logic, the third number would be 4 plus 6 in parentheses multiplied by 2, which would be equal to 20, which represents the set of numbers 4, 6, and then 20. And then the last row would be 7 plus 6 in parentheses multiplied by 2, which would be 13 multiplied by 2, which would be equal to 26. So the missing number would be calculated as 2 plus 9 multiplied by 2 equals 22. So the correct answer here is choice A, 2. Did you get to the same answer? If you didn't, or maybe you got to a different answer, please make sure to post your version in comments. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you for helping us to become one of the largest YouTube channels to help people become smarter, increase your IQ, and to pass any test. If the content of this video was helpful, please make sure to click the like button to help YouTube algorithm promote this video and help other people to find it faster. Giving us a like is also a way for you to tell us that you need more content like this, and when you tell us, we will deliver it for you in the future. For links to free and premium resources, please check the description and comments of this video. You can also go directly to our website, howtoanalyzedata.net, to download the materials related to this topic. I really appreciate your endorsement, support, and patronage of this channel. And thank you for considering to become a member and considering to subscribe. Please leave feedback, suggestions, or corrections in comments. And all the best on your journey. I'll see you in my next video.